position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To Johnson. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Rayola. Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Across the 30. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Rayola. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a punch. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
And the Huskers have it with a first and goal. Give to the big fullback. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. Going to the ground. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
To throw, it's Jennings. Snagged out of the air. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. to Johnson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught, close to the marker, it's Clark. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At the 42. Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They just keep firing. Fires left. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're...
There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lost to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mills. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like wide open. He makes the catch. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure. Touchdown, SMU. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Handoff to the single back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Knight.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pulls it in. It's Evans. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throwing right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Lobs it off the back foot. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Just keeps slinging it. Slings it. Finds space on the right. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Pulls it in. It's Sauer. Always headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Build. New Mexico stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Albuquerque. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. And they're able to get him down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught, it's Clark. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Huskers come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Punt is on its way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle is going to be made.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession. They are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. On the move. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. That puts them on top here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by just 2 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys plays? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll try the run. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. On the run, it's Scott. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on 1st down. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been